Hello, everybody. This is Bugsy No Name, also known as the Overseer, because technically I am the Overseer. But let's not get into that. Does that mean I'm a god? No, far from it, actually. Just a guy who watches in on his own creations that he has created. Not really a god though. But you want me to explain a little bit about Bugsy Prime? Well, okay, let's just break the character subversion I'm trying to get down. Listen, when I made Bugsy Prime, he wasn't really called Bugsy Prime. He was just kind of the original adaptation, the original kind of, in a way, my avatar to write in the fictional locations, worlds, and various other things. But where what he started out as was as Super Dude. And it kind of shows because it's one part of his character I've kept because really that was him. That was how I thought of him back then. He wasn't as nuanced as he is now because now he's more of a guy that's been through a lot of shit, done a lot of shit, skewed that line between him being good and evil, but never could hack it as an evil villain, even when he really tried to be evil. But you're probably wondering to yourself, why did you decide to make something like the Mockverse? Well, I well, it started many years ago when I saw a bunch of my favorite YouTubers doing more story. Saw my favorite reviewers doing their own little storylines. And yes, you guys can say, "Oh, it's cringy. Oh, it's this and that. Oh, it's bad." But at the end of the day, most of us are enthralled by the stories. Y'all can y'all can seriously sit and just complain about the Atop the Fourth Wall movie and how bad it is, but at least it actually told the story. And that's what I really like about it. And the fact that Megacar may be actually gone, but who the fuck knows? That motherfucker has the life of a fucking cockroach. Because usually when you think he's gone, no, he's back. He's like fucking Dio. But not even the point. I can I can sit here and nerd out about Atop the Fourth Wall all fucking day, but that's not why I'm here. I would say, okay, there are some hidden things that y'all should know about him. Okay, we all know that he was once, well, this universe's version of Discord, along with Palutena, but he still has a little bit of his Chaos God like tendencies. Like, okay, Stan, technically, his eyes are like mine, brown, brownish. But when he's happy, they're blue. When he's mad, they're basically red. Actually, it's kind of a default thing with him because he's a Chaos Lord. But when they're yellow, if you have literally pissed him off to the point where he's really about to be all sadistic on you, because he does have a sadistic side, kind of. Not saying that I do, but fuck with anybody I care about, and you'll see that. So it's kind of the same thing with him. Ergo, well, the reason I make jokes about him torturing Pitt is basically because he did marry Palutena, and Palutena kind of did choose Pitt over him in a way. He's sort of a dude that never lets that shit go. In a way, and since he's chaotic, the torturing Pitt is what he does. But since Pitt always comes back, it's not like he's really trying to kill Pitt because he knows he's gonna come back. He would never truly physically put Pitt down if he didn't know he'd come right back. Also, Prime is really technically restarted the universe like 4 or 5 times. Technically, that's just me saying I want to kind of make the story a little, his story a little bit more coherent. So I took the things that didn't make sense, like him being sand and all the other stuff, but sort of doing my own thing with it. And yes, but story wise, he has basically reset the universe a total of 3 times that he knows of, but 2 times he actually did do out of different circumstances. Now, the Team H universe is a little bit different because Team H Bugsy has never really embraced his chaotic side. Again, with Prime, that was a turning point in his character. Does he does he still want to be good, or does he want to? Because he knows he doesn't want to be evil, but he sure as hell doesn't want to be good. So he just embraces the chaotic side of himself. Finally, being able to let it out and proving that yes, he's chaotic, and even if he is good, he still has moments where he's like, not really a good guy, but I'll help you no matter. I'll help you if you need it. Yeah. And because of that, he never considered himself a good guy. But he does still have the super dude esque Fortress of Solitude in his house. He's never really able to get rid of everything that make everything super dude, like all of his adventures and stuff, like all the memorabilia, because he's like Batman, where he keeps momentums of all his adventures and even his suit. And he just looks, I don't really convey this enough, but he does look at it between videos because he goes like, should I put you on? Should I be the hero that I know I am on the inside? Sure, I'm chaotic, but maybe it's time. Maybe it's time I stop and just remember what it meant to be a hero again. Because I'm chaotic, yeah, but inside, I'm always a hero. I never really. I mean, I say I'm morally ambiguous, but I know that's a fucking lie. I tell myself. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But he's never, like I said, he's never really. He doesn't have the heart in, like G. He doesn't have the heart in him to really destroy him being Super Dude. Even though he associates him being Super Dude with the fact that he couldn't save the woman he really cared about back in the day and his kids and various other things. He associates that. He associates being Super Dude with being powerless. But he knows that he really doesn't have the heart to put it on, to put the suit on and just announce to himself that he's Super Dude. The thing about Team H Bugsy, is that he got over his trauma. He got over what makes Prime himself and what kind of pushed Bugsy G in self this self exile he put himself in before My Gaming Goddess was a thing. So, he embraced being Super Dude. Team H Bugsy embraced being Super Dude, while Prime and G just kind of contemplate being Super Dude again. You know, that's what they kind of do between videos. So, even now, for I am the overseer, they are doing that exact. Well, actually, G's doing something a little bit. Well, I shouldn't say. A writer shouldn't tell you all his little tricks and nuances and plots. Now, shouldn't I? No, I shouldn't. But anyways, enough screwing with you guys for a minute. Okay, let's get back to Prime. Um, the thing you should technically know about Prime um, is that yes, out of all the different Bugsies in the Mockverse, he's close, like he's closely more in tied with my personality. That was kind of a choice because I kind of wanted him to kind of reflect me and kind of it's kind of a mirror of it's kind of a sort of exaggerated mirror of my life in a way. Ergo, various things that happen to me kind of reflect what happens to him. You know, my actual dad's gone, so was his. You know, just kind of putting you in the kind of like kind of a sort of realistic, like kind of a mirror thing. So like, say like I did a story where Prime actually meets me, not as the overseer, but as the writer. Something happens to me, the whole mock verse is kind of pulled down. It's it's gone. Kind of ends with me. but but Prime's the only one that's kind of like my avatar. He's never really truly he never truly really dies. He does. He can die, but he the reincarnation aspect of it is a kind of way of him kind of not dying, but still kind of dying, but still being what he is, kind of truly the avatar of myself. But enough of this existential stuff I'm trying to put down. Because maybe it might be a factor in his storyline, which I haven't really completed. There's a reason why Thardarkus and the other stuff I was setting up is gone, but I can't really explain it. It's gonna happen sooner or later, but I can't tell you when it happens and where and why and how. But just know, just know, my dear, just know, my dear viewers, that a lot of things that a lot of storyline stuff it will come to a head. Not now, but pretty soon. But I can't tell you how soon. So you're probably wondering to yourself, what what about DB? Well, I'd like to say DB is like the most. DB is the hardest worker and the hardest worker out of all the other Buxies. Oh, kind of like G in a sense. I mean, you could kind of say that DB for Forever Rivals is kind of the prototype to G. He's confident. He's confident, but never overconfident. Because the thing I'd like to put down whenever I'm doing Forever Rivals is that he knows he's confident because he'll talk shit, but he has enough power and enough strength to actually back every claim he has up. And you're probably wondering, what do you do to a character that basically is kind of semi all powerful? You basically fuck with them. You basically give them mental block. You basically give them kind of a mental thing or a social thing. Kind of showing, yes, they're powerful, but yeah, they have their own little things that they need to overcome. That's the thing I'm trying to really truly tell you. You can have an overpowered character, but I'd say giving them a little bit of a handicap either socially or mentally is another way of kind of make showing them that yes, even though they're this and this, they're also very human. And I feel like Prime and G are very like the most human characters I basically have. Yes, they're both Chaos Lords, but there's a lot of human aspects that make them them. Prime is a lot Prime is a lot impulsive, meaning that he'll do a lot more. Bugsy G has a lot of anxieties and a lot of stuff that he did when he was king that he isn't really proud of. And the truth be told, and truth be told, he, you know, and truth be told, the reason G and Prime hang out is because they both have something the other lacks. Prime has confidence. Prime has confidence, but kind of, but sometimes overplays his hand or goes a little bit overboard. G, you know, G lacks confidence, but what he lacks is knowing when to stop and when to stop and when to actually just kind of let people do their own thing. Like again, fundamentally, they both have things the other lacks. And that's why they hang out with each other, basically. And what I love about Prime and G is their dynamic because they are the same character, but it's just they're different. They're different on a level that kind of makes sense for both of them. You know, Prime's the confident one. G's kind of the dude that has his own anxieties, but he'll do whatever he can to help anybody. And struggles with his own I'm getting close to blonde. Is that a good thing? Is that something I want because I know how this shit ends with me? And there's going to be a lot of that in the series. You know, and even there's going to be a few crossover episodes. When I think about it, there's going to be a few crossover episodes with Prime actually going into game industries and just hanging out with hanging out with um hanging out with Genie and Steve Max and Alfie Mobiax. And also the stuff with Bugsy G's version of Bowser and Wario, with Prime's version of Bowser and Wario kind of meeting and talking and all this other stuff. The thing about the Mockverse is that I've made sure that everything is connected. Everything. Hell, even the secondary channel that no one knows about is connected to the Mockverse. But yeah, like everything is connected and everything is where it is for a reason. And every version of Prime that I reveal, I show a little bit more of what's really going down. And I show what's really about to happen and what is about to happen. But I don't want to say too much because every Bugsy that I reveal is leading up to something a little bit more grander than I ever thought possible. But that's ways away, kids. That is ways away. Yeah, but let me just tell you this. Yeah, think for all you for all you for all you Marvel Cinematic Universe fans, I'm gonna make if you've seen Infinity War in the comics, I'm gonna make I'm gonna make I'm probably gonna make Infinity War, and I'm gonna probably make my own picture Infinity War, but even grander on a grander scale. But we ain't even close to what that's gonna be like. We ain't even close, we ain't even close, friends. But it does center around Prime, G, and H. But I think I said too much. But hey, folks, I shall see you all later. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Oh yeah, I should talk about some of the stories about Prime that I haven't really shared until now. You know Mirage from Aladdin? He Prime fought her one time and he won. He he literally in his history teamed up with Aladdin and he actually stopped Mirage because Mirage went too far one time and basically Prime was like, while still kind of having some of his godlike capabilities, was like, Mirage, I strip you of all your powers, everything you have, everything that it makes you you, I strip from you on this day. You are now, you are now a human. Enjoy that. And Mirage is like, no. And she has her cat form, like, that's her actual form, so everybody's like, maybe Mirage was human. No. Mirage to me was never human. But she's like human cat person thing. And I don't know. That story really was weird when I wrote it. Because I looked for it and was like, don't know how I can implement this. But this did happen when he was still kind of the god of chaos, uh, to oppose to being the avatar of chaos that he is now. He literally beat Mirage by taking her power. Okay, other things that happened. He has literally he has literally fought Goku and won. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All you fucking Dragon, all you fucking Goku fans would get on my fucking dick and be like, no, Goku didn't. Goku can never lose to anybody because blah blah Universal Buster. Shut the fuck up. Okay, shut the fuck up. God damn, I know how powerful Goku is. God damn. That's the thing. I'm joking. That was a joke, you idiots. Chill. Chill before you start jerking off the Goku so hard your dick falls off. Anyway, you guys probably don't know who that joke was aimed towards, but you guys know. If you remember a certain angry man that was angry that Superman won against Goku, you know what that's pointed towards. And yeah, I still don't like the dude, even though because he still has proven that he's still kind of the same. Like all this shit that happened to him, and it still never really changed him to actually change his ways. But hey, people don't change. Some adapt when they want to. Others just stay the same because that's all they know. I think the best part of Prime's character is that throughout the years of me writing for him, he has changed. He's come. He was a hero that basically could do anything and save everybody. To a guy who's a guy that has incredible power and is king of like a whole entire race of creatures called Chaos Lords. But but at his core, he's an uncertain wreck. The jokes he spouts are more of a coping mechanism to deal with everything that's happened to him. But he's always still here to kind of give you guys entertainment and laugh and do all this other stuff because that's him. And at the core of his core is me. Sometimes, guys, sometimes you just gotta pull back the curtain and show people what you're about. Mm. Hey, I want to keep doing more stories with Prime and G. Mostly more stuff with G and Prime together outside of Prime, outside of G's like series. Because there are a lot because G will have kind of a different metamorphosis from Prime, but it's still gonna be pretty good. And a lot of and more love focused, more romantically focused with his series, with a little with more jokes and a lot of tendery moments. Mostly with helping out R4, but not helping him out with evil schemes. Mostly just kind of being there for her, which kind of brings us to the infamous. Well, not infamous. I don't even think people saw that video, but kind of bringing us to the kind of thing where R4 kind of becomes closer to G to a point where he has like Linda the underling with him, but also he has R4 with him too. Whenever he's out doing his rounds, and, and yeah, does and all, and then I want to kind of implement. I kind of want to do a cover of like Prime and G both singing do you if you guys ever want Sanity Night included, I want to do like a cover of that with them going do you like the boobies. Just stuff like that. I don't know, just something that's kind of funny that the kind of insanity that happens when Prime and G are fucking together and they're just kind of being them. They're just kind of being wacky and goofy. But it's gonna be kind of their own version stuff. It's just, yeah. I would say, like but yeah, I do have a few ideas of how a Ama Gaming Goddess movie is going to go. But I kind of want Prime in there too because maybe just something where he just kind of I don't know where they kind of all go on vacation, and even H kind of joins in, and but you kind of learn a little bit more about Team H Bugsy since I've rewritten his whole entire thing, where he is still a super dude, but he's also a multiversal hero when he's not super dude. It's gonna be kind of a thing, kind of a way for me to reintroduce Team H Bugsy without actually re without really, I mean, without making a whole entire series explaining it, which will kind of tie in back to the old Team H series I used to make. But but I'm talking a little too much about it. But stuff like that, and also this movie will also kind of serve as kind of maybe a confirmation of who G ends up with ultimately. Who knows? I may change that. Anything I can make can kind of change over time. I may have a different way of, I may even think of a different plot. This is just early shit. I'm still working on season one of my gaming guns, so I'm still kind of working out the fine kinks. The kind of thing that only I can do because I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm trying to do the Stewie thing. My voice can't go that high. Fuck, I'm gonna fuck up my vocal cords if I keep doing this. But I got only something I can do. But early things, because I like to think ahead and I like to think of ways I can make stories better and stuff like that. Sometimes now that I kind of let my dog stuff kind of wash over me a bit. I just kind of been thinking about new ideas. That beach episode is definitely fucking happening for both Forever Rivals and My Gaming Goddess. Mostly just the stuff but for My Gaming Goddess, just the stuff which most characters are gonna have centric episodes with G, but I want Vert to have like two, probably in this season. One will be the one where they kind of, the chaotic stakeout, and two will be kind of, Vert says that Yumi and Ram and Ram and Nebgira are her little sisters. She's gonna say that G is his is her is her fiance, and it's gonna be like, uh, when did I say that we were even engaged? You, you sure you're not really totally saying that just to say that? I mean, not like an invite you attractive bird, I do, but you can't do this. And he passes out, and he's like, and Neptune goes, "Well, you did it, Bert. You officially broke Bugsy." And Blonde just kind of, Blonde just kind of goes, Bugsy, wake up, open your eyes. And he goes, Blonde, am I dead? Better question, is this my heaven? But he does, again, there's more of a push of him trying to get with Blonde. Well, not really a push, it's just kind of they get along a little bit more. So, I don't know. It's gonna be, there's just gonna be some stuff that I'm just trying to work out. Maybe you guys will like it. But then again, I know there's a bunch of fans that want these characters to just be kind of lesbian with each other, and that's okay. I got no problem with that. Papa Bugsy looks at, some of that good Yuri hentai. You know, he looks at that shit. I look at that shit. I look at that shit a lot. So it doesn't really. So it's cool. But I just want to do a story where these guesses that I've seen in the VR events actually kind of have a thing for the player character, which is G in this case. And trust me, this, I would say, it's an alternate in itself. It's an alternate version of probably what's going to be next in the Neptunia series. Yeah, so that's why it's like it happens after Mega Dimension because nothing's after Mega Dimension. So yeah, a lot of people go like, what if there's another game in the series after Mega Dimension? Well, if it happens, I'm not really gonna lose my shit about it because when I think about it, I feel like I feel like Mega, I feel like if there's another game, maybe I'll make an adaptation out of it and stuff like that. Um, but I feel like if if that happens, I'm gonna be happy and I'll review it. A lot of people wonder how I feel about the spin-off games. From what I've seen, I really do enjoy them on a kind of story level with some of them. Even Perfect Perfection, the Idol Simulator, because I feel like if I saw that first, I'd probably pick it up after that. And probably I might do an alternate a I might do an alternate universe or an AU as all the kids have been saying. An AU as all the kids have been doing lately. You know, maybe a certain one-off kind of story where G is just a normal guy. He has no Chaos Lord powers within him. He's just kind of a regular human in this one. and he just kind of helps them be idols, and it kind of plays out like the actual story of the game, but instead maybe something that runs parallel, maybe something that kind of I think of picking up after their storylines, like the stuff with Vert and him playing the same game together, and Neptune and Neptune and Neptune and G in that universe, just being together, or maybe even Noir, or maybe Noir and freaking Blonde in that alternate universe actually finds ways to getting with G because they feel like they should be with him because works their work as CPUs are kind of it doesn't really mean anything without it doesn't really mean anything without him. Hmm. But then again, I've been kind of lenient lately. I mean, back in the day, I wouldn't even I'd look at, my past self would look at me and be like, dude, you've gotten soft, motherfucker. You have gotten soft. Because the old me would not even want to even attempt a romantic story. But me, when you watch a lot of harem and you got a girlfriend of your own, you just kind of, you kind of think, what could I do? What could I do? And trust me, I'd say that G will have a concrete love interest before the end of like before the end of the series, because honestly, I hate it when certain harem animes don't end it or give us a concrete answer. I mean, with Sana, we get kind of the he marries them all kind of thing, but with Tenchi, we still don't fucking know outside of a few doujinshis that say, you know, Tenchi both fucked Ryogo and Aika. Like, boom. Like, he just, and again, I just still look at it and go, that's still your aunt, motherfucker. You fucked your aunt, man. Aika was your aunt. You fucked her. I understand Jiraiya's shit is different, and she's like, your grandfathers have half sister and everything, so it's not as weird, but it's still weird to me. Okay, it's still weird to me. I'm more, when it came to Tenchi, I was mostly just always pushing for Tenchi and Ryogo because that made sense in my mind before I found out about the fact that that Tenchi and his grandpa, they're related to Aika and all that other stuff. Mm. But I seem to be prattling on long enough. I'll see you guys later. You know what, folks? I wanted to just say again, I'm peeling the curtain back again, but I just wanted to tell you a few things. But hey, um, this will be coming out um at like probably like 7 or 8, and I wanted to just kind of make this to kind of tell you guys that yes, the Mockverse or Bugsyverse, you can say either or. They're more bigger than you think. You know, you may think I just made this out of the seat of my pants, but really, this universe, this world that I've created, has been a long time coming. I mean, I know you guys know me as the guy who rants at things, but if you actually take a look, you know that I'm working. You would know that I'm working even harder on different things. Ergo, why I always say, screw you, screw you guys. When it came to the Thundercats War thing, I got more important things to do because this is what I've been working on and culminating on and trying to do. Despite the many, 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 many distractions that go around my freaking house on a daily basis, every single day of my life, I still try to I still try to give people what they want. But hey, but hey, it's just an average day in the life of Bugsy No Name. I shall see you all later, guys. You know, remember, kids, do make make stories because you want to make them. No matter how, no matter what. If people say that they're hokey or whatever, even if people say that they're hokey, at least you're doing something that you want to create, something you want to make, something you want to do. Even if it may be, even if it may be classified as a one giant fan series within itself. But hey, I'll see you guys later. I'm Bugsy No Name, and I will see you all soon. And you know what, Chaotic Nation? I love ya. I love ya. If I didn't say it if I didn't say it, I say it now. Chaotic Nation, I love you because you guys are the reason I'm still doing this stuff. Thanks for the encouragement. I'll see you later.